I'm Terry Ogle, and this is a tour of all of my playing cards. I have a lot of playing cards. When I talk about a brick, by the way, this is what I'm talking about. It's 12 cards. It's a big brick of cards. And I do these because I was doing Magic full-time. I had lots and lots of gigs. So I have lots and lots of bricks. I have lots and lots and lots of bricks of cards from various companies, etc. So let's sort of go over what I have. And we'll go over in no particular order. The first one is going to be the Aristocrat. I believe this was from Illusionist. And this is a cute card. As you can see from the back, they spread well. Everything goes well with these. They have a unique style and a unique look. And I believe they're linen. A lot of these are linen. I believe so. They're smooth. They're silky, silky smooth. The court cards are pretty standard, which is unusual for a lot of these decks. Most of these decks have a differential ace of spades, if I can find it. These are, I don't know why these are sticky. I don't know, man. These have been a long time. I've used these on many, many gigs. So Aristocrats are cute. I think the last time I looked, they were expensive. I only got one copy just to see if these were something I wanted to keep, and I did not. So, you know, that's how it goes. Monarchs were from Theory 11. Theory 11 does playing cards and lots of other magic tricks. So here's the back of the Monarchs. And we sort of spread these out. You can see they spread well, and they have a unique look to them. Well, not too unique, but they have a pretty cool look to them. So most of the Ace of Spades will have the differentiating factor here. So these look pretty cool. And they shuffle well, they play well. The court cards are standard, which is unusual for some of these cards. But the Monarchs, if you're looking for just a standard, everyday, regular set of cards that are going to be silky smooth, that is going to be the Monarchs. They do everything quite well. They fan well. Everything is well with these. So that is Monarchs from Theory 11. All right, the next one is these. I'm not really sure what this is. This is the Illusionist Playing Card Company. I'm not really sure what these even are. The Knights, the Red Knights. So you can tell they got fancy on the box. They got fancy on the cards. These are really interesting. They are also marked, so you can tell which card is which with the markings on them. And they're unique they have a unique style to them. Very few of these decks have this type of unique style. Let's sort of Hulk. You can tell I've done gigs with these when I write random stuff on it. Sometimes if you're doing for tricks for kids, you'll assign them a superhero name. Anyway, so there's the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, etc. So a lot of people write on these. So these are marked. And I like these. I do enjoy these. Not my favorite marked cards. They don't handle they look weird. They don't handle well. And they look weird when people look at them. So I bought a deck to try it out. Not impressed. I did not like the Knights, and I did not buy any more. So I do not have bricks and bricks and bricks and bricks of these. I do have bricks and bricks and bricks and bricks of these, which you can see here. Oh, let's see, put that back in there. Okay. Yeah, quite a bit. Sorry for the shake there. All right. Yeah, so this is mostly a brick. I think I have 15 bricks of these. I've got 20 bricks of these. These are my favorite. And these are thick. These are Illusionists. We're going to come to that in a minute, by the way. But in the meantime, these are the Artisan playing cards from Theory 11. You can see the Theory 11 logo on the bottom. And boy, I use the crap out of these. Things. What in the God's name is this? Oh, I wondered where that was. Oh no, I threw that book away too. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, so here's I threw that book away. Oh man. I guess I can go pick it up again. I don't remember what the title was. Anyway, here's the back of those. By the way, that's a magic trick that you use with cards and a book. You can see people sign these. I use them a lot, and I like them if we have a bunch of signatures on them. So most people think once you sign a card, the deck is ruined. No, I keep going. I keep going. Why not? There's the Ace Artisan. And they come in white, black. I think they had another color, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, these handle like a dream. These handle like a dream. You're just cutting, doing false stuff. These handle like an absolute dream. Like an absolute dream. Look at that. Like an absolute dream, right? It changes into the 5. It's magic. Okay, not. It's trickery. But yeah, these handle like an absolute dream, and I really like these. I really love these. And I bought so many of these. Bought so many of these in the colors, all the different colors they have. All right. So we're going to do these last. These are my favorite. I did buy a few of these. So these are from Dan and Dave Buck, which they do cardistry. They have a lot of cardistry DVDs and whatnot. And yeah, they had Smoke and Mirrors. By the way, these sold for a mint. These sold for a mint. I think I paid $5 a deck, and I sold them for almost $30 a deck. So, and I had, Jesus, how many? I had probably I had about 10 or 11 bricks of these. These sold for a mint. I'm so happy I had these, but I kept one just so I could keep one. These are not my, I got the Artisan card. Oh, here's the Artisan card, by the way. I didn't know. This is the Artifice card. That one's next. There's the Artifice card. A lot of these trick decks come with trick cards. They come in there. I'm not sure why that's in my Dan and Dave, but okay. But anyway, but they had a black and a white, and this is obviously the white. So these are from Dan and Dave. They're really bright, very, very bright, and they're easy to see across the screen. And I knew that these were going to like quadruple in value, so I didn't use a lot of these. I used a couple of these. They handle great because Dan and Dave do cardistry for a living, so you know they're going to handle fantastic when you do any of that stuff. Of course, they're going to have the supreme quality on all of these cards. But anyway, yeah. So Dan and Dave, the Smoke and Mirrors. This was obviously the Smoke, and you just do wonderful, wonderful things with these. Wow, my hands are dry. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, Smoke and Mirrors, not recommended. Not recommended. They are so expensive right now because they're out of print. Anyway, let's move on to the Artifice. Now, you just saw Artifice. I'm not going to open these. How many bricks do I got of these? What is this? Is that Artifice? Oh, yeah, I got a lot of these. That's the same. They come in different colors. They had a purple one, a green one. I bought a few bricks of each. Ended up with these. Basically, they're just green, but they look cool, right? They look cool. Here's the backs of the Artifice, and then the faces are, you know, unusual to say the least. I'm not going to open them because I have a few open somewhere in the house. I'm not really sure which. Okay, here's the mainstay. If you want, okay, Timeless. That is a card. By the way, there's minimum of, I would say, 30 different new decks a year, minimum, that come out in all the Magic shops. You have Kickstarter decks. There's minimum 30 new decks that are mainstream. If you include Kickstarter, it's got to be 50. It's got to be 50. So obviously I don't have every card, but this was a limited release. The Timeless playing cards, Bill Thompson. This is back in 2011. Obviously, I don't have every deck or card, but I sort of wanted to try these out, and I didn't like them. So, but anyway, but I have those. I didn't get a brick. One of the few cards I didn't get a brick of. Let's go to Daniel Madison. So he has 3. Daniel Madison's another card magician, super, super famous. He has the Rounders, the Dealers, and the Gamblers. Okay, so one of these is a trick deck that he has. Another one's a marked deck. I think this one's the marked. And another is just like a standard deck of cards. And they all have, I think, yeah, this is definitely the marked. You can see the marks. You see where they went. So you get them off his site. I'm not going to open them. I got so many of these open. I don't know where they are, but anyway. But yeah, these are sort of you know, one's marked, one's regular, and one is for trick. And the tricks are all gambler-based stuff. Obviously, gamblers, right? So you'll do poker hands, and unfortunately, the DVD that comes with it is terrible. I didn't like it. I'm not saying it's terrible. Sorry, I don't want to get sued. It's not terrible. I didn't like it because he just showed you how the trick worked, and he said, good luck. There's like hardly any examples. I wasn't pleased with that. Okay, these are the mainstay. If you want a card that just rock and rolls, obviously bicycle standard decks aren't here. I can go get, I have probably 30 bricks of those. Bicycles aren't here because they're bicycles, and duh, if you want a dollar deck, that's where you're going to get. But if you want a super high quality, oh wow, that has a little, they're going to hang that? Really? If you want a super high quality deck that's not cheap, but not expensive, if you want expensive, you know, you're going to go with that or that. But if you want decent priced, super high quality, they handle like an absolute dream. Tally-ho is your man. Tally-ho is your man. They come in different colors. So many of these. These are the mainstay of any people that need cards. This is the most beautiful, well-handled, well-balanced, well-done card in the history of card history. This, Tally-ho, number one. Now we're going to go to my favorites, which is the Arcane. And the reason it's my favorite is because it's thicker. It's a thicker stock, and it's noticeably thicker. And it's got some cool court cards that are sort of hazy and fuzzy and cool looking. See, there's your ace and all of that. So yeah, they're hazy and fuzzy and ghostly. These handle like an absolute freaking dream. These handle like an absolute dream. And I absolutely adore these. These are just amazing. Can I actually get, yes, these are just amazing. Anyway, so yeah, you grab it, you hold it here, and you go like that. That was taught on Dan and Dave. A nice display, right? A nice display. Anyway, if you want to learn it again, you grab here, you curl. So you curl here, you grab there, and then you flip open. So you have that. Anyway, well, useless skill that you too can acquire watching Dan and Dave's DVDs. Okay, so they shuffle like a dream. They spread like a dream. They feel like, you know, they feel like a goddess has came down and just touched the cards. They're so wonderful. These are from Illusionist. They're called Arcane playing cards, and man, they're nice. If you want a thicker cardstock that just handles like a dream. And again, these are thicker, so if you're not used to a thicker stock, you have to get used to these, because you try to do some old reliable tricks with these after doing it with some others, and you just have to sort of get used to it, sort of thing like that. Anyway, yeah, if you want a set of cards that, what's the other one? Oh, that's a terrible idea. If you want a set of cards that handles like an absolute dream, these are amazing. I'm not really sure what the price is. They're not going to be as cheap as bicycle cards or whatnot, but wow, they handle so nice. They handle so nice. So nice. You can do everything just wonderful. Well, except, you know, you can do everything absolutely wonderful with these cards. I absolutely adore these cards. These are so sweet, and highly, highly recommended. So if you have, for example, a 10 and you want to do a cut, right? You want to do a cut. It looks like a fair cut. It's not a fair cut. It's not fair. Let's see if I can do it like that. It's not a fair cut because I'm not doing anything at all. Anyway, yeah, these are wonderful. Arcane playing cards, highly recommended. These are my most recommended card. If you're looking for something that's less expensive and will last you a lifetime, these Tally-hos, my God, these are so good. Tally-hos are the absolute best. Anyway, my favorite, very subjective. Again, there are at least 50 new decks of cards that come out each year. I don't have them all. That would be a very long video. I have my favorites, the ones that are rock solid, day to day. These have gone out outdoors in parks, outdoors when it's 100 degrees. They survive. They've gone on gig after gig after gig, and you can see because all these are signed and whatnot. But yeah, Wonderful. These are my favorites. Tally-Ho is my second favorite. So these are the ones that I purchased. And again, in case you're wondering when I say bricks, this is what a brick is. Lots and lots of these. So thank you for watching. In case you're curious about average, normal playing cards, there's a large variety. I'm sure somebody somewhere has collected every single deck that's been released. That's not me. But they're all pretty similar. But yeah, these handle the best. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next time.